guys, I'm finally back. It's been probably a month or so since I've done a YouTube video. My phone was full of storage for like ages. It was slowly dying on me, so I finally got a new phone with a bunch of storage, so now I can film and edit YouTube videos and carry on doing all my TikTok and YouTube stuff. For this video I wanted to go over some of the sketch covers that I've done recently, and also last week's comic pickups and my thoughts on those ones. So let's go over the comic pickups and my thoughts of those. So I have a little stack here of what I picked up. We did have Easter Sunday, so I was delayed getting them in, so I was seeing everybody's thoughts and reviews throughout the week, and then I managed to go and grab mine on the Friday. So the first one that I did pick up was a blank sketch cover of a Swamp Thing facsimile. I think it is when the first appearance of Constantine. I'm not 100%, I haven't really looked at it. I just saw the yellow and a Swamp Thing as I haven't done him, so we will do a little Swamp Thing on that. Then I picked up a random issue of Moon Knight number 4, just because on TikTok I've been talking to the artist Dev Pramanik, and he's been giving me some help and pointers for building a portfolio and all that stuff, which is absolutely amazing. So I thought, when I was in the comic shop, saw this and was like, yeah, I need to get one, just to even have as a memory of getting some help from a Marvel artist and someone in the industry. And then we got into the weekly pickups, and the first one I picked up was Medieval Spawn number 1. I got the Todd McFarlane ink cover. He didn't do the pencils, but he inked it, and I really just like how it's just black and white, just how I like to have my sketch covers pretty much. The story was okay. It's kind of like setting the scene. We have a wizard that's kind of gone crazy, taking up house spawns and demons from the earth and bringing them to a village. They tore over the village. One of the boys from the village got away, met up with Medieval Spawn, who I still don't know if he is a human or a spawn yet. He didn't really show too much of power, apart from just normal medieval swordsmanship, but it was a good issue, so I will definitely get more of it and just see what's going on. If anything, the cover's always going to be good and the art's always going to be good with Spawn. And then speaking of Spawn, again we got King Spawn number 44. This one was good because with Spawn the story sometimes isn't that great, but the art is always amazing, so you kind of stick through it, and their covers are always amazing too. This one was good because in the last issue Spawn had saved a kid from a sacrifice. He's now got the kid with him in his little base, and the people that are after the kid are now making mass murders and bombings all over the world, and they're basically saying this isn't going to stop until we get this kid. So it's going to be a fun one to see how Spawn deals with all the tragedies and finding a quick way to get it sorted quick. But yeah, it was a good read. Then we have Amazing Spider-Man issue 2 from the new run. It was a bit confusing at the start. I was a bit lost, and then I realized why they'd done that, and it kind of made sense. Peter is like poisoned by the same stuff that Rhino was in the first issue, so he's hallucinating, going on rampages, so he's trying to find a cure for that and also find out what's happening to Rhino and who's behind it all. At the end of the issue we get a look at a new villain. She might have been in the bits before, the volume before this one, but I never read it, so I don't know who she is. And we still don't get the villain that was teased at the end of the first issue in this one yet, but you get little glimpse of him, like his feet, which I think is him. So I'm gonna keep reading it for a bit, but I don't know if I'm gonna stay on it throughout the whole run, but we will see. And then we have Batman 159, which is Hush 2 Part 2, and it's good. I still like the art. I know a lot of people are saying the art isn't as good as the first Hush, but Jim Lee doesn't have too much time to draw. If you're the president or whatever of DC, and I remember seeing on his story, he was handing in pages like right on the dot. He was on holiday finishing pages, so the art is gonna kind of suffer a little bit. It's still really good, and it's still, I think, still one of the best arts on comics out today. The story itself is, I think the story is good, but I think because Hush 1 is so like loved and pushed out there by everybody, like this is the Batman story with the art and everything like that, I feel like it kind of taints this one a little bit. But it's only like 6 issues, so I'm just gonna stick through it, and I think they can bring it back. It's just, you got Batman dealing with his own morals, but then also him paranoid because he thinks that Thomas Elliot Hush is controlling everything. So it's gonna, I think it's gonna be more of like a psychological thing for Batman in this story, but I really like it. And then the pick of the week is Predator versus Spider-Man. Now, I did not think that this one was going to be as good as it was. It's really gory, it's very mature. You've got people with their skin all peeled off, and you see all the tendons and ligaments in their faces and everything. It's Predator going and hunting all different types of people, and it's looking like a big mass murder. So you've got the police there. Peter's gone to one of the crime scenes, gotten some info, and he's now on the hunt for the Predator, but he does not know it is a Predator. He just thinks it's a normal person that's gone crazy, so he's going after that. You've got like the Daily Bugle posting about it, and they're getting photos by Peter, and now the police are wanting Peter because he shouldn't have photos of this crime scene. And then you also get a Batman villain appear in this, which is going to be another great addition to the story, and see how they deal with grabbing their Predator, which is going to be great. I can't wait for more of these ones. And then lastly, let's go over some of the sketch covers that I have done recently. I have done 2 other ones, but they sold straight away. I did a Spider-Man one, which sold within 5 minutes, and then I did a Transformers one, which sold like the morning after I posted it, which was crazy. So the most recent one that I've done is this Ultimate Wolverine. So I added some like grey pen shadow to the snow, and some red in there, because I don't really add colour too much, but with this one the star and all the other bits kind of got lost, so added that red in, and I think it really pops really nice, and that shading on there with the pen stops it from getting distracted with the line work in his suit and his mask. So that one was done recently. Then we have Batman, just normal Batman with the bats in the background and all the line work shading on the mask, but left his face clean, so the mask and the face kind of separate a little bit. It doesn't all just look like one thing. And this was on the Batman Hush 1 sketch variant. And then I found this one while digging through for blank covers, and it is The Mummy issue 1, the new Image, because they've been doing the Universal Monsters. They did Dracula, they did the Monster of the Blue Lagoon, and now the new one is The Mummy. And I added again that line work shading, but this time I didn't do like the cross hatching, I just did just one line going through on the Mummy's like skin, so then white bandages just really pop with this one. I really like how this one turned out. Then we have another Batman. This was the first one that I did. I only grabbed one of the Batman Hush sketch variants, and then I had two kind of designs done up. I couldn't decide which one. I did this one first, waited like I think it was like a week, and then I was like, no, I need to do the other one. So I ran back, I got the last sketch variant for this one, which was Lucky, and did that other Batman straight away. But this one is like a vampire gothic Batman. This is the idea I had first. Once I picked it up, I was just like, oh, I know exactly what I'm going to do on this one. Did the design for this, did the design for, and then tried something different with that one, and then I couldn't decide. But this is one, and then it's got like the bats in the background again. These ones are more like the Batman logos, especially kind of like that one. But I really like how this one turned out. It doesn't have the shading, but I didn't think it needed it. Just went for that full contrast of heavy black shadows with the white highlights. And then I did lastly the Green Lantern. This is Absolute Green Lantern #1, but I did one of the classic Green Lanterns. I've never read Green Lantern, so I don't know any of the characters. It's just when you type in Green Lantern, this guy, the blonde guy, I can't even tell you his name, always pops up. So I did him flying, and then I did the grey marker Green Lantern logo behind it, just to kind of make it look a bit more cohesive and more like a cover. And then once I did this one, that's when I did the shading on the other one. So try out little things every now and again, and you never know, it might work, and then you can go and put it onto something else. But yeah, so that was the sketch covers and some of the pickups I picked up last week. Finally back onto doing the YouTube again. So if you like this video, like some of the artwork, my thoughts on the comics, just leave a comment down below, give it a like, give me a follow. I post shorts as well. I'm also on TikTok and Instagram. TikTok the most, because I seem to get more engagement on there, and try and do the Instagram as well.